True healing comes from making changes, not taking supplements. This is the reality of healing. If you want to go take another synthetic supplement, or you want to go ahead and do another therapy, you want to try another peptide, whatever it is, to try to get yourself to heal, well, go for it. But the reality is, if you keep doing the things that are making you sick in the first place, then you're going to keep setting yourself up for a body or an environment or circumstances that are going to promote sickness. And this is the reality of it. So you got to observe what you're doing and how it's contributing to illness. Are you eating foods that you shouldn't be eating? Are you eating foods that are high allergy? Meats, dairy, eggs, nuts, seeds, processed food, things like that. Are you having gluten? Are you living in a house that has mycotoxins or mold? Have you ever tested your house for mycotoxins or mold? Most of the time people don't see mold or mycotoxins, but in fact they're in the home and they're causing problems. So have you ever tested your house for mold or mycotoxins? Not an air sample test, a ERMI test, or have you ever tested yourself for mycotoxins? These are the main questions you gotta ask yourself. And then have you ever thought about the way that you're looking at life and how that's possibly impacting the way you feel? You ever considered that maybe you're looking at it in a way which puts a lot more pressure and stress than you need? Maybe you're looking at it in a way where things don't work out for you in the end like you hope. Maybe you're looking at it a way where you don't feel in control. You feel like you're a victim of past trauma or circumstances, where you're just going through the motions in life, where you're kind of constantly being attacked by this or that fear in the future that you're looking ahead to. I mean, if you are consuming all the wrong foods, you're living in a moldy house, you're thinking all the wrong thoughts, you're believing all the wrong things, and you got the wrong story or narrative, how are supplements going to fix this? That's not going to be true healing. You know what supplements are? Supplements are enablers. Enablers to continue doing the things that are causing you illness, okay? So what Hippocrates said was that before healing someone, first ask them if they're willing to stop doing the things that are making them sick. This is real healing. When you start changing your behaviors, you start changing the way you do things, changing the foods you eat, changing where you're living, changing your routine, changing everything that you're doing, then it allows healing to occur. And it's not just false healing. It's not pseudo healing. Pseudo healing's through supplements. Real healing is through change, because the change sticks, because you continue to do these things. And then guess what? You're not set up for the downsides, because you're not consuming gluten every day. You're not consuming meat 3 times a day. You're not living in a house that's moldy. You're not believing that everything is working out against you. You're not thinking that this illness is just the worst thing that ever happened to you. You flipped your mind around it. Now you look at the opportunity within it. This is the way to heal. Real healing comes from change. It comes from making change in the way we're thinking, behaving, the things we're consuming, the way we're looking at life. Everything has to change from within. You can't depend on external things to be able to change you, be able to fix your illness, okay? It's only going to be enabling you to continue to make the wrong decisions, and you're really just stunting your healing, because real healing is going to come from making changes, because you're never going to go over that hump if you don't look for growth within. Go to my website, endsickness.org. I got hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos on there teaching you how to heal yourself. Thanks for watching.